Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So, we're going to be switching to, doing things a little differently. I'm guided by my intuition. And lately, well, like yesterday and today, I've been guided to do readings in a separate fashion. Instead of doing parts 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to be doing individual smaller readings because from what I felt when I was meditating on it, like why that would be a thing, because not all 3 pieces will apply to everyone. So sometimes only the first part will apply to certain parts of the collective, and then other times only the second part will apply to other parts of the collective, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of meant to simplify it so that people know which of those they resonate with. Others will apply all 3, but it's really important that we put discernment to use. Okay, now today we're going to start using the oracle of the Hekatean path. Hekate has something to say. I could feel, she came to me in a dream last night, and I could feel the rage over the election. Okay, so we've got the cave, incubation. And I was like, oh, okay. We've got Kore and Persephone, growth. And then we've got 56, Circe, transformation. Even though here it's spelled with a K. Not sure if that matters. I do want to say the 2 bottom numbers, number 56, Circe, and then the other 2 is 38 and 48. I don't know if the numbers matter, but let's see. I feel like I've got something. Anyhow. Let's start with number 56. And Circe was a witch. Oh, sorceress. The sorceress, daughter of Helios, can change the shape of those things that cause her offense. However negative things around us might seem, we have the power to change them for the better. But don't become focused on change for change's sake. You cannot force things to go your way. Sometimes you have to resist temptation, move away. Circe's chalice and wand hint at the potential for unity, but her guile can be cause for concern. Okay. Let's look at number 38. The cave, incubation. It says, finding some place of retreat gives us time to rest, discover, and contemplate. Hecate's cave provides a safe, stable place where the goddess resides in quiet reflection, aware of the going-ons in the world, but not necessarily active in them at this time. In the still silence of the cavern, you can reconnect, heal, and work on deep-seated issues or plans of action, enabling you to reemerge changed and refreshed for the better. I'm sorry. So she's asking us to take a step back. Take a step back, reflect, observe, because a transformation is happening. Not only is the incubation leading to transformation. Okay. 48. This one says, we may struggle to accept the inevitable changes life throws at us. Torn from the sun and sky, then plunged into the hard dark of the underworld, Kore gradually accepted her new life and became Persephone, queen of the underworld. No longer meek and innocent, but capable of mature diplomacy and facing harsh realities. Like a seed, she sprouts and grows to bloom, then withers and descends to rise once more. You know what this is making me think of, guys? It's making me think of the fact that it's like she's saying it was unfair, or not unfair, but it was unexpected. It was unexpected, and it's scary that this is happening, but a lot of the people that are supporting Trump, they need to have him in office and see what he's actually going to do before they transform. And so it's basically telling us, just calm down. We're all upset. We're all angry. But calm down, because this is going to lead to more unity long term. Okay. Let's see. Because it's going to help people mature. Two of Cups. Let's see, what else? Eight of Swords. I will say this, guys, at some point I may even stop showing the cards, because I've got the Hermit. I've got some people who are reporting my videos, and even though there's nothing wrong with the videos, some of them are being taken down for pornographic information, which I know is the pictures. Seven of Cups, even though it's art, so whatever. I might get to the point where I'm just going to stop showing cards. And you can thank those idiots for that. Two of Sacred Circles. And the Hierophant, but this is a feminine Hierophant. Five of Cups. So again, I was actually going to make a video about this on TikTok, because I was seeing so many people saying, like, how can y'all support this man? How could y'all even think that this would be a good thing? And I wanted to make a video saying, y'all don't understand the mentality of Christians. Y'all really don't. I was a hardcore Christian and conservative for 27 years. And I did it because that's what everyone around me did, right? And I was very much the type of person that was a people pleaser at the time. Now it makes me sick just thinking. But at the time, I was a people pleaser, and I would just obey what the elders around me would say. So I feel like there's a lot of people who are in that mentality, and because people who are voting a different way, they are thinking with, like, let's be logical. Let's think of whether these tariffs are actually going to help us. Let's think about the tax cuts, who they're actually for, etc., etc. Christians don't think that way. And the majority of people voting for Trump are Christians. They align with him because the Christian mindset is they don't care if you're a rapist. They don't care if you're a murderer. They don't care if you have felonies. As long as you're a Christian, you're one of them. This is where this is the place that they extend forgiveness. They do not extend forgiveness to people who are of the LGBTQ. Well, I'm not saying all Christians, but I'm saying the ones that have the Trump mentality, okay? They do not extend forgiveness towards, LGBTQ, trans, all of that. No, that doesn't fly with them. So even if they might not like him being racist or bigoted or things like that, they're still going to vote for him. And then there's those that have inferiority complexes and are people of color. Like, I've seen Latinos who are like, Latinos for Trump. And I'm sitting here like, do you hate yourself that much? What the fuck? Ugh, I can't. And there's a very small minority. But there are people of color who are totally supportive. And I think it has more to do with the Christian mentality than anything else. So anywho, Five of Cups. They have to get to this point. Okay, I know this is so weird. But in this scenario, somehow Trump is Guinevere in the cards. Because the first card that came out was this, right? And this is King Arthur. Because the people are the ones giving Trump this power, right? So it's like they're in this energy of like, oh, we're going to be happy together. We won. By the way, I shared, if you follow me on TikTok, I shared a video where there is a conservative I don't remember if he's a representative or a senator, and he's literally laughing and saying, "Ha, women, y'all are still not in control. Your body, my choice." And it's so clear where he's really coming from. And the fact that people don't realize, it's just Christianity has either the mentality of a victim or the mentality of a bully. And Trump aligns with both of those. He loves people who are in victim mode because he is a bully. So they align with him. And right now, people are like, oh, it's going to be so great. They're so happy. Guinevere betrayed King Arthur, right? She took off with Lancelot. Or maybe she didn't take off with him. I don't remember the full story, but she did betray him. She did have an affair with Lancelot. So we can't control that. And here, look, I love this because here's King Arthur appealing to Morgana, which a lot of people think that this could be also the Morrigan, which is one of the Dark Mothers. But here she is scrying, looking at different futures. So at some point, right now, people are holding back a lot. Eight of Swords, they're very, when it comes to thinking outside the box, it makes them very uncomfortable. They're just not comfortable. That's not what they're used to, right? But with the Hermit, these next 4 years are going to be sending people into a deep, dark dive into why they act and think the way that they do. And it's going to lead them to spirituality. I don't know what type of disaster Trump is going to create, but whatever it is that he's going to do, even his supporters are going to start questioning why they're following him, are going to start questioning Christianity as a whole because of him, their beliefs. And they're going to start resorting to, look, here's the feminine Hierophant. This is the Oracle of Delphi. It is not the traditional Hierophant. The traditional Hierophant is the Pope, right? He's representing the figure of God on earth, whatever. This is a feminine Hierophant, and she is the Oracle of Delphi. So it's going to have people stepping into a much more spiritual, shamanistic experience. So although it may feel very negative to be where we're at right now, it's going to serve a purpose. Clarify Five of Cups. So we start with the ethereal, which is the Empress. Clarify the Five of Cups. Five of Daggers. Look, at some point, people will realize they played themselves. They played themselves. Nine of Cups. Because either one, they thought that they were going to get some benefit from him being in office. They were delusional. That's just what it comes down to. They're going to realize that they were not seeing him clearly. That they were seeing what they wanted to see and not who he actually is. It's interesting that he keeps coming out in feminine energy, but he's coming out in like manipulative feminine energy. He is very Five of Swords because he's very short-sighted. He's focused on, I don't know if y'all know, but he made a comment where there's a general that came forward and said that Trump told him that he admired Hitler's generals because what he wants is an army that is loyal to him personally, not to the country. He wants an army that he can control because they will obey him regardless of what type of fucked up commands he may give. He would like to use the army to carry out his personal and political vendettas. So, clarify Two of Cups. It is what it is. Justice. Seven of Bones, which is the Seven of Wands. The Devil. And the Ace of Bones. Okay, people are so excited They're so excited because they feel like, oh, he is different. He speaks his mind. He's just a little controversial. Well, they're going to get what they paid for. Everything that they defended, everything, they better stand on business now. Because everything he's going to do, they're going to be, I see their mouth dropping open like, he did what now? Yeah. They're putting it, I'm not even going to. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't even want to go into it. But they're going to get what they paid for. That's about all I have to say. Nightmare of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, to clarify the Eight of Swords. Massacre of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles. Six of Crystals, which is the Six of Pentacles. And the Eight of Daggers. I told you. Again, we're clarifying the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords comes out again. These are people who are so focused on, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to contradict what the people around me say. I don't really understand the political world well enough to make my own decision. I'm just going to go off of what my elders tell me, or what the people around me, what my husband tells me, or what my friends tell me. And they're going to realize with the Knight of Cups that a very rosy picture was painted versus reality. Because Massacre of Crystals, this is the King of Pentacles. But they're focused on, they see him as like some successful business owner, and so they think somehow that's going to make the country successful. They're focused on the illusion that they see is how much money they can make, how much abundance. Almost like if they voted for him, that somehow rubs off on them. They're about to find out. They're about to find out how wrong they are. They voted for a grifter and a con man. Clarify the Hermit. Haunting of Daggers, which is the Queen of Swords. Temperance. And the Sun. With the Four of Crystals. This is strange. Because the Haunting of Daggers is the Queen of Swords. This is Kamala. But Kamala's out of the race now. Okay, so we're clarifying the Hermit. Hold on. Let's read the Hermit. What does the Hermit stand for then? I know what it stands for normally, but this deck is a little different. Solitude, contemplation, knowledge or illumination from the past, valuing traditions and the wisdom of elders or ancestors, the appearance of a mentor, guide, teacher, or role model at a critical juncture in one's life path. Can also indicate being held back by the past, living in the past, or ignoring lessons of the past, fear of death, dread of aging, denying the validity of tradition. And then let's read the Haunting of Daggers so we can combine those. Upright, it's level-headedness, perception. The Haunting of Daggers is driven by the mind, not emotion. Maintaining a level head in all situations and always being calculating and able to root out the truth. When faced with a challenge, take a step back and monitor the situation before making your move. And that's Kamala. So, because she's a Libra, isn't she? And this is sword energy. We're not going to see this until like 6 months to a year from now. Because it's going to take time, right? He's got to rack up more disasters under his belt for people to be waking the fuck up. But she's going to be collecting information. But the good thing is that she came out with temperance. So I don't see her using this to create like a revolution. I see her pointing out, like, she may be, because of the sun, she may be on like a talk show or a podcast of some sort. With temperance, it's like she's guiding people, because with the Four of Crystals, a lot of people didn't want to let go of the fact that she was so close to becoming the next president of the United States. And it's like she's going to be guiding people on how to accept the truth. But also, a lot of people that might have voted for Trump are going to be listening. And she's going to be educating people on like policies, foreign policies, domestic policies, on taxes, tariffs, all the things that she realizes people don't actually know. People don't actually understand. Okay. Clarify Seven of Cups. And it might not be Kamala. I think it's Kamala, but I could be wrong. That could be some other feminine. Clarify Seven of Cups. We've got Judgment. Eight of Cups. And the Moon. I'm telling you. Massacre of Bones, which is the King of Wands. These are powerful figures. The ones coming to the feminine. Now, when I say coming to the feminine, I don't know what that means, because, again, here, we're looking at King Arthur consulting Morgana, and she's pulling several, it's like she's looking at different timelines. If you notice here, we have Guinevere and Lancelot. We've got, yeah, there's like different scenarios. So whoever these powerful people are that supported Trump are going to start turning to other, I don't know if it's Kamala or other people. Because with the Moon, I'm telling you, I said with the Sun, she's going to be like a talk show host or something like that. With the Moon, it's all the things that people don't understand. It's all the things that they're unclear about. And they're going to feel the pressure of their decisions, because you see that the spider being pinned down? Everything that they thought they would get, they're gonna be called, they're gonna feel judged by themselves. They're gonna judge themselves because it was all an illusion. Remember, Seven of Cups, I mentioned over here, they were delusional, right? What's the next card? Eight of Cups. It's waking up from the illusion, seeing reality. So whoever these powerful people are, they're going to be coming to maybe feminines, more than one feminine, because we do have the Queen of Swords, and over here we've got Morgana. But it's powerful. It's King of Wands. They're the leaders of something. Whatever they're the leaders of, they want assistance. Now, let's look at this Two of Pentacles. I want to read it, or Two of Circles. I want to read from the actual book. Okay, so this, look, I told you. Integration of the spiritual and physical worlds, balancing the two worlds. The card illustrates a peak experience, an event that will cast a shadow over one's future. It shows what can be achieved by a fully empowered human being. I feel like a lot of these people, because again, nobody's telling people to stop being a Christian. You want to be a Christian? Be a Christian. But if you're going to follow Christianity, do it the right way. And Christ only left 2 commandments. What most people are following are either the 10 commandments and the laws that were given to the Israelites, not Christians. That was the first pact, the first covenant. When Christ came, he said he was eliminating that covenant and creating a new one. And the second covenant was based on 2 laws. He said, love God with your whole body, your whole heart, your whole soul. And 2, love your fellow human being like yourself. That's it. He said on these are based on all of the laws and prophets. So if you're a Christian, those are the laws you should be following. Not later on, people follow the apostles, not his. So if you look at it, whose religion is it? The apostles or Christ? If Christ gives a commandment and whatever rules these people put contradict, who should you obey? The apostles or Christ? Because a lot of people are obeying the apostles. And I feel like this 2 of Sacred Circles is people waking up. They're not going to abandon their religion, but they're going to look at it in a much more spiritual sense, and it's going to empower them. Clarify 2 of Sacred Circles. Massacre of Cups, which is the King of Cups. Ten of Daggers. Three of Bones. 3 of Daggers is the over. I'm telling, he's going to break their heart. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's about to betray the fuck. You know what? You know what? For the Christians to be reacting this badly, he may say something about, like, he may come out with saying something like he's actually agnostic or he's actually an atheist. Something is going to throw them the fuck off where they're going to be like, excuse me? They're going to feel very betrayed. 10 of Swords. Very betrayed. Because they put a lot of faith. They were emotionally invested. So it's going to make them think about, okay, we've got to stop emotionally investing in people who use religion to manipulate us. Because that's what they're going to wake up to. That's why there's heartbreak. Look. Beneath the 3 of Swords, we have the 9 of Swords. And the Massacre of Daggers. They chose a clown. They voted for a clown because they were emotionally invested in allowing this clown to manipulate them. So with the Hierophant, again, this is a feminine. Now, this is very much Hekate energy, right? So I don't think this represents one specific feminine. I think it represents multiple feminines, like Kamala, like other people. They're going to be educating people. They're going to be seen as a source of information. They're going to be seen as a source of divinity, as the voice of divinity. They're going to realize now, I've had my head up my ass. Clarify the Hierophant. 4 of Bones. The Tower. I told you. 4 of Crystals. Overall energy, 10 of Cups. Okay. So that's why Hekate is saying this is a sacrifice towards the greater good. Let's not make noise. Let's just let things be. I literally shared a TikTok yesterday where a woman was saying, no, I support all the people who voted for Trump, all the women who voted for Trump. And she blessed them and cursed them at the same time. Because she said, I hope you get everything you voted for. I hope you get everything you voted for. Because it's the only way you're going to wake up and realize what you voted for. So this is all the people who were not thinking logically. They were emotionally invested in making a choice. They made one. It's about to blow up in their face. This may take 6 months to a year, because clearly, it takes time. But eventually, it's going to lead to harmony, because the country collectively, and I don't want to say Americans, I want to point that out. We are not the only people. There's 2 continents that have the word America in it, right? 2 whole continents. And people in the United States have kind of taken ownership of the word America, which I find hilarious. Like, you know that Canadians would technically also be Americans. Mexicans would also be Americans. South Americans, everybody in South America would also be American because America includes 2 huge continents. Anywho, I digress. It's going to be a turning point. It's going to be so severe and so shocking that it's going to be a turning point because the entire country is going to realize what the fuck is going on. I mean, all the signs were there. This is like the this is like the ex that you can see, like a friend is dating this really toxic person, and this ex comes back and they're promising everything under the moon and the stars, but your friend just wants to be married, and you're looking at them like this is going to be a disaster. But they're like, no, you don't understand. I need you to stop judging because I have forgiven this person and they really want to change. And you're just like, okay, go for it, boo. Go for it. Because when everything falls apart, it's not because I wished it on you. It's because it was all there. All the signs were there. And it is not a coincidence, guys, that we have the Mercury retrograde coming up. During the time where Donald Trump takes the oath, Mercury retrograde will be in full swing. Well, let me double check. I don't want to lie. Because I know that Mercury retrograde is happening. Oh, let's see. No, maybe not. No. The shadow period, I think, will be... When is he taking... No. It actually won't. Never mind. I lied. So the Mercury retrograde is starting today, November 7th. It's the shadow period. It officially goes retrograde November 26th, and then it goes direct December 15th. I was thinking of the shadow period ending January 3rd, but he gets sworn in January 20th. So never mind. I was wrong. We will retract that. But regardless, that's what it feels like. That's why I thought of the ex, because I was like, don't tell me Mercury retrograde is going to be going. It's what it's going to feel like. It's like everybody's going to feel like we made the wrong decision. This was not the decision, but it needed to happen so that everybody could be on the same page, because now everybody will be on the same page. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully, well, I don't know why I'm saying hopefully, because this is going to come to pass, but let's hope it doesn't cause too much damage to our country and the country of other people, okay? And other countries. All right, that's what I got for you guys. I look forward to feedback as usual. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Mwah.